He's a fantastic drummer. And of course, my best man, Mike Lind up there, who I've been working with now for 31 years now. And I mean, we've had the real privilege to write some great songs together and had a lot of success through the years in lots of different lineups of Level 42. But it's great that we're still there. And I always love playing with Mike. He's such a wonderful Rhodes player, particularly. You know, he just makes the things sing. And so there's Mike. And then, of course, we have over here on my left, we have Sean Freeman, who plays saxophone and sings as well. He's got a fantastic voice, but a really wonderful sax player. And Sean's been playing with me now for 11 years, 10 or 11 years, yeah? Yeah, and he has really grown so much as a player. I mean, I think he really is one of the great UK sax players, for sure. No, you're it, man. You're it. And of course he sings too, which is always really useful, you know. And then of course right at the end we have my younger brother Nathan King. And Nathan, great musician, great brother. He sings fantastic and plays well, you know, and all in all we have a great time working together. You know, we've had the same crew for many years now. And it's like a family. When we go on the road, it's very much like sort of like a bit of a holiday. And I know that when we get, like we got to the airport yesterday to fly out of London, and you see everybody's faces when we meet up, it's all so exciting because we know we're just going to have a nice time for a few days. And it doesn't seem like work at all. So the fact you're paying us, Tommy, is fantastic. Thanks for that, man. But we do it for nothing. So, any questions? If you have any questions, please.
Oke, mungkin langsung aja kalau ada yang mau tanya sebutkan nama Melia. Ada yang mau tanya? Silakan.
Yes, all right. Hello there. What's your name?
My name is Ayuna.
Hello, Ayuna. Is there any? Oh yeah, would you like to know? Yeah, I can tell you the whole sentence. So does that spoil it? Don't give it all away. Okay. Do you like Heaven in My Hand?
Yes.
Okay, we'll play that one then, all right?
Yeah.
Should we go to the whole thing? What about Love Games? Do you like Love Games?
43.
Oh, 43. Funnily enough, we're not going to be playing 43 because we always have to take so many drums with us when we play 43. Yeah, we have to carry all these drums and we can't be flying that stuff in. It's very hard to get it. But we won't play 43. But we will be playing Love and Peaceful. Well, I'm going to go through the list anyway. Yeah, we're doing Head in My Hand, All Over You, To Be With You Again, Running in a Family, Love Games, Leaving Me Now, Love in a Peaceful World, Star Child, Sunbed Song, The Sun Goes Down, Mr. Pink, Mr. Pink, yeah, I know, okay, we did that one with you. Love Games, no, Lessons in Love, Something About You, Hot Water, The Chinese Way, man, that's quite a lot of hits. Oh, that's good, I'm glad you approved. That's good. No, you're welcome. Anything else? Any other questions?
Can you tell me about Jakarta or Surabaya? What do you know about Jakarta or Surabaya?
Do you mean my experiences or what I know of the country itself? Because I'm going to hand it over to Mike. Mike's our geography expert or correspondent.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Yes, I mean, like Mark said, we came here first in 1988, and I remember a big impression of Jakarta the first time we came here. You know, arriving at the airport was amazing, and then just seeing the country. It's always a fantastic job to be a musician because you get to travel and see things, you know, that you wouldn't otherwise get to do. And it was really interesting looking at Jakarta, and then and the heat was amazing, and you know, the sound of the city with the traffic and the calls to prayer all going at the same time.
I thought London was bad.
Unbelievable. And then our first show was in this drive-in movie venue. So we played outside of this drive-in movie. So hot. And so many people came. It was fantastic.
You remember the chairs? They were stacking up chairs. When we finished the show, and the people had gone home, they left the chairs and they stood the chairs up like about 7 high.
Yeah.
You know, just stacked up, and they were like teetering around these,
Yeah.
teetering around on these chairs. Man, how they didn't fall over and hurt themselves, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, come on.
So, and you know, we've been back since. We've come and done the Java Jazz, and we've done other tours as well. And it's great to come here because we see it has a great following. And we really enjoy coming here and playing, you know, and having such enthusiasm for some of our music. I mean, the fans say to us, "Oh, can you play this one?" And we really like this one. So it's
Yeah, that's what we're doing, Loving a Piece of Work, actually, because the last shows we played here a few years back, they said, you know, we were asked, why don't you play Loving a Piece of Work? So that's why we've got it in the set for this time. So it's just for you guys, really. Have you got any saxophone questions? Yes, go on then, ask. What colour is it?
Have you just play with your E5?
The Huey.
Yes.
What was last time?
I think
That's
stop machine, right?
we did,
Stop
yeah.
machine.
Yeah, well, the machine stops.
The machine stop, yeah. This is great.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's mine as well. And what else was the other one?
Anyway, I'll hear back to no.
I see that as well. Yeah. So there was three songs, and it was it last year too? 2010, I think. 2010. Yeah. It doesn't always feature in a number of the songs. It's a similar sonority to a lot of Mike's keyboards. So sometimes, you know, it's best just to stick to the sax and let Mike take care of, you know, that kind of thing.
Ask him about flute.
Yeah, funny, you think you could do all of it, couldn't you? You can't. But he's an unbelievable sax player. That's what I'm saying about flutes.
Any chance for you, try jiggling sambal?
Oh, sambal. Yeah, that's I love it. My wife and I, we grow chilies at home in the UK. I mean, you might find this hard to believe because it's so cold there. But we have one greenhouse, you know, sort of one glass house in our garden. We just grow chilies. We have 5 varieties of chilies. Yeah, 5 varieties. We have little Scotch bonnets, which are really, really hot. We have Pinocchios, which are the really long red ones, you know, and the little tiny red and green ones. And we have lemon chilies. And we make pepper sauce because we really, really like hot, spicy foods, you know. And Sean, Nathan and Sean like it too. We are big chili fans. So we love it. Sambal Alek is one of the reasons that we love coming here too.
Let's try.
Yeah, it's always it's best. The food here is just delicious. You know, you're so lucky. You have so many great things going for you. Beautiful country. Yeah. Okay. Yes. John.
Okay.
Thank you. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Okta from Subway 696.
Oh,
Welcome to Jakarta.
thank you very much.
You will perform in 2 cities, Surabaya and Jakarta.
Yeah.
Why? I mean,
Well, you know what, this is what we're talking
why you don't choose Bali also to?
Yeah, well, you know, because we'll play anywhere. That's the thing, is that the band, you know, I want to play wherever we can, whenever we can. But it's down to a promoter. It's the promoter that brings the band into the territory. And we're very lucky having Tommy here, because Tommy's brought us over these. And we were really hoping we could get a show in Kuala Lumpur as well, but we just could not find a venue. And that's why that show sort of just didn't materialise. And that's because there's a problem with the licensing, as far as I understand it. But, I mean, if Tommy just said, listen, guys, you know, we want to play in Bali and Bandung and many other places, then we'll play wherever we're asked to play, because that's what we do. You know, we love doing it. And in fact, we'd like to do more. So, come on. Come on, Tommy. It's a more gig.
Thank you. Terima kasih Mas Tommy. Oke. Dua pertanyaan lagi teman-teman.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hi.
My name is Grace.
Hello,
Yeah.
Grace.
I'm a big fan of you.
Oh, how sweet.
I'm from Antala. It's a innovation news agency. So my first question would be, it's been 30 years. What's the secret behind this 30 years of journey?
Well, obviously we started when we were 5 years old. I know, it's incredible, isn't it? It sounds such a long time now. But I know Mike would say the same, because Mike's been there from day one too, and it just doesn't, I don't know where the time's gone. I really don't. It just seems like that, you know. And I remember, I mean, I can't remember what I had to do yesterday, but I can remember what I was doing at 11:42, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years ago, 21 years ago, 30 years ago. The memories are so exciting, and it's been such a privilege being able to play music in a band that became successful and actually made its mark, certainly in British music, and see it spread out around the rest of the world as well. I mean, it's a wonderful privilege to be able to be in that position, because it's something that so many musicians aspire to do. That's what you want to do as a musician, and yet there are so many talented people that don't ever make it at the end of the day. So to have done it is a wonderful thing, you know. And it might be nice actually if you listen to someone like Pete who's come in at a later date. Or what his journey is like music. Yeah, Pete, tell some of the guys you play with. Pete's played with so many guys.
Well, basically, all my musical journey is from this guy. It is. I grew up listening to Del 42, and obviously the first day I went to play with these guys, it kind of worked. Well, it had to.
No. It couldn't possibly not work.
It couldn't. There was no way that it wasn't going to work with Pete, because Pete has such a great, just a great sense of rhythm and funk. That's the whole thing. I mean, that's what this band is. Essentially, it's a funk band, you know. And it's the whole thing about locking into a groove. And it's something you can talk until the cows come home at night to drummers about what it is, but you can't explain it. You either got it or you haven't, you know. And Pete's just got it in his pocket, you know. But Pete's played probably his most famous gig was with Amy Winehouse. He was Amy Winehouse's drummer for a while, and worked with Mark Ronson. And he also plays with Incognito as well. And he has his own band, the Pete Biggin project, was it PRB? PB Underground. See, I'm a big fan. I knew I'd get there. You know, and the guy, you're just going to be hearing a lot of Pete, because he is one of the really great drummers. And I'll tell you, Level 42 has a great history of having great drummers. You know, our first drummer, Phil Gould, was really unique, fantastic drummer. Then we had the amazing Gary Hudson, who's still sort of part of the whole thing, really, you know. And we had a good night with Gary a few nights back, actually. And Gavin Harrison came in and played with us for a tour. He's the one for drummer too, and of course then Pete Biggin. And that's just what we like. That's what we like, isn't it? We like good rhythms, you know, and it's very much a rhythm section band. And then you've got all the great top line stuff that's going on as well, thanks to Mike and Wally Badgeroo and Boom Gould and now these guys, you know. So it's all in all, it's just been a real privilege to work in this band, and I sort of can't gush about it enough.
Okay, and question. For your inspiration, how do you get the inspiration to make all these great songs? And tell us briefly, how did it go? Is the process?
Songwriting. Yeah, songwriting is a curious thing, because there's no one way to do it. There are a number of ways, you know, that the song will come from, say, an idea that might have a melody or a chord sequence that he'll bring in, you know, it'll hit you in a certain way, and you'll sort of run with it, and suddenly things start sparking off each other. Or it might come from a lyric idea. It's just a phrase that goes around your head, you know. Or it might just be a top line. It might start with a melody. It might start with a bass groove. It might start with a rhythm, a drum pattern. You know, there's just no one way. It's just really that when it feels right and it all works. The only thing I do know about it is that if you have to work on it too long, it's probably not that good. That all the good songs just really sort of unfold really fast. And you know, I think that if you find yourself working on it for too long, you kind of start losing something. You're better off just putting it away.
And your role model in the music industry?
Role models. Well, you see, for me personally, it started with Cream when I was a boy. I used to love Jack Bruce, I loved Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, and then I heard Jimi Hendrix, and then I heard Buddy Rich, and then I heard Miles Davis and John McLaughlin, and Chick Corea, and Herbie Hancock, and Stevie Wonder, and James Brown, and on it goes. And all of those guys, if you listen there, I mean, I just nicked everything. So it's I'm quite shameless in that. And all the great guys that those guys have played with, it's just a stream.
It's pretty much the same. I mean, like Mark said, I mean, this band is about the groove. That's the engine that drives the band. So we love anything that's groovy and funky. That's what inspired us. That's what we wanted to play like. And we were lucky enough to have enough time together to find our own sound, our own way of doing the groove and the melodies. So, you know, that's why we're still here, because we love playing the music, and we're lucky enough to be doing the same thing that we were doing 30 years ago, and people still like it. So, why not?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will it take you over tomorrow?
It's over.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually playing It's Leaving Me Now, which is another ballad. There were sort of two ballads that we wrote in 1 year of each other, and that was Leaving Me Now and It's Over. And I think the last time we played here, we played It's Over. That was in the set last time. So I thought, well, this time we'll do Leaving Me Now, because it's very hard to pace a set and do two ballads. Because they're quite similar. And so if you do two ballads, it makes you start sounding even older than 53. I can't play too many ballads. It's too sad. My children hate both of those songs, you know, they really don't like those songs.
Okay, good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a pleasant stadium.
Oh, we will. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oke, terima kasih. Satu lagi Mas, mungkin satu tanya lagi ya. Status, oke. Sisi kanan ini belum.
Kalau saya untuk Mas Tommy-nya sendiri nih, apa sih yang jadi patokan atau tolak ukur membawa level 42 ke Indonesia kembali gitu, mengingat kan musiknya level 42 lebih segmented ya jatuhnya ya, dan beberapa radio pun hanya sedikit radio yang memutar lagu-lagu dari level 42 itu.
Ya kembali, kalau saya kenapa mengatakan kan selain mereka punya market yang memang setia, dan juga boleh bilang dia legend. Jadi itu yang buat kenapa saya ngomong mereka, karena selama ini kan banyak yang muda terus, jadi mungkin yang untuk market umurnya ini juga mesti dimanjain juga. Jadi itulah mungkin bagian dari dunia production yang selama ini kita kompet dengan musik film sendiri.
Oke, Mas Tommy.
Cukup.
Baik,